guys, it's Jouelzy, and it's time for another Pop Snark. We talk about everything from the low brow to the high brow, as long as your eyebrows are on fleek. And yes, I've been a little bit irregular with the Pop Snarks because I'm in transition. And I need to buy me a laptop, like a new laptop, because I cracked the screen on my last one and I can't put Final Cut Pro on it. And it was long story short, I need to get an updated MacBook, and them suckers is like $2,200, so I could do Pop Snarks while I'm on the road, particularly while I'm in Ghana. So if any of you out there work at the Apple store, got a brother, cousin, sister who was an Apple employee, and they want to hook a sister up with that EPP, friends and family, 15% discount, be a friend of Jouelzy and hook a sister up. But let's get to this Pop Snark because it's been so far in between, and until I get a laptop, it might be a while. So back to the old faithful, the Bartenura, my favorite Moscato. Oh, pour that in there. Yes, the fizz, the crisp, the fruity. Clink, 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 clang. I'm gonna apologize in advance. My mind is all over the place because I am just ready to get my behind on that plane and take that 20-hour flight to Ghana. I'm too hyped, and I am like one of the worst travelers. I will do a video on like how I prepare for traveling, particularly getting to West Africa, because there is a certain amount of work involved making this trip happen. I've been like all week, like, well, what do I talk about? I don't know what's going on. All I know is that I'm going to Ghana on November 21st. That's all I know. Everything else doesn't matter. I don't know anything else. I know nothing else. So that cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs white girl, that thinks she got it, that thinks because she got a tan, and she might be sunlight beige, that suddenly she a black woman, Rachel Dolezal. I don't know why we still got her on TV, but I'm gonna get into this later, what I think is going on with her and the Raven Simones and just the BS that is being thrown at us constantly on a daily basis, and we like, for why? But apparently she was on The Real and got read her rights by Lonnie. I mean, 2 claps and a snap. The video goes viral on Facebook, I guess. Is somebody making some AdSense coins off of this? Because I'm just over actually hearing her even speak. Like, we get it. Like, did I really need Tamar to address her? I guess it's cute for Lonnie to be able to like articulate it for the folks, but we been saying we can't wipe our blackness off. Stop making a parody out of us. Stop it, girl. But I mean, cheers to Lonnie and The Real. Being Mary Jane is back on BET, and I have been doing reviews. This past episode, though, it was a whole lot of bumping of the pelvic bones going on. I don't know. Is it just me, or like, no judgment, because hey, girl, get it where it fits in. Just make sure he warms the clit, don't hit the cervix. That's all I'm saying. But me personally, I've never really been the one who like, when I'm super upset and frustrated, really wanted like sex relieved anything for me. Maybe I just haven't gotten there yet. I don't know. But when I'm like in a pissy mood or like grieving, usually I just want to be by myself. Like I don't know that a fuck buddy would really do it for me. Maybe I would want to have, maybe if it was somebody who like on an intimate level, like someone who I was actually in a relationship with, it might be different. But I don't know. But I've been said Mary Jane got vulnerability issues. So I guess her. But yes, being Mary Jane from the top to the bottom, back around again, production, music, everything, storyline is amazing. Check my reviews and the blog post that I did on last week's episode about Lisa's suicide, because it was real personal for me. Twitter was ablaze last week because Zola Armoon, one former stripper out of Detroit, told a hilarious story. It was actually really well written, and I low-key feel like Zola, or Aziza, which I believe is her real name, is trolling us because she's not dumb at all. She's actually a really smart girl. I now follow her on Twitter. Some of the things she tweets about, I'm just kind of like, it's not that I'm surprised that she's smart because she's a stripper. It's because of her story and the kind of environment that she found herself in. She just strikes me as somebody who would be way smarter than that. And personally, I don't care if her story is real or not. It was so well told and so captivating, and so many of us got wrapped up in it that I just appreciate her skill with telling a story. You know, story times are super popular here on YouTube, and some of them might just be like, people really listening to this for like 20 minutes? Seriously? But then again, people probably watch my videos like, who is listening to this girl for 15 minutes? Yabba, yabba, yabba. Zola's story was hilarious and really, really well written, and that's why it went viral. That's why Ava DuVernay and Missy Elliott and all these other celebrities tweeted about reading it and just enjoying the story, and now also follow Aziza on Twitter. And the Washington Post fact-checked the story, or did Time Magazine? Yeah, Washington Post fact checked her story and said that the bulk of it is actually true. She did embellish a good bit of it, but nonetheless, the base of the story actually happened, which is funny. As I found Zola's story, I do hear when other smart brown girls are commenting about how this is not funny because it's making fun of the abuse of sex workers. So because Aziza could write this story in a humorous tone, does that mean she doesn't have a right to tell it? It's like the same thing kind of like with how the crack epidemic impacted the black community. Like, who owns the rights to tell those stories? I would be willing to have that conversation. I would love to hear other people's viewpoints on that. Black China and Future. See, this is one of these things where I saw it kind of play out on social media, and I'm like, I could talk about it on Popstar, but who really care? But there's a good point to be made here about what's really happening with this Black China and Future thing, because I think Black China is just trolling us. Black China been hanging out with the Kardashians. So Black China then got an up close and personal strategic play-by-play on how to play her cards right to put more money in her pocket. The social currency of the moment is attention. Attention has turned in a way for people to make money. Because she's now in the news, and because you're trying to look up and find where she has this tattoo of Future on her hand, and you want to see it, and you want to see what she said about him with a subliminal shot she's thrown on Twitter or Instagram, you're now rolling through her timeline. Don't tattoos on your hand or your fingers wear off over time because your hand sheds so much skin. But the point is, you'll be scrolling through her timeline, trying to get the tea, and then you'll see that she has a cute outfit on, or that her weave is laid. Something that she can upsell you on, and now this is on your psyche. Now you've taken it in, you've resumed it, you're like, oh, okay, oh, she actually looks good there. That's actually a really cute dress. Well, shout out to Kris Jenner for coming up with this, because every time a Kylie, a Kim, a Chloe do something dumb, do something that seems like it has absolutely no ethics, as in making Lamar Odom's drug overdose all about a Chloe and Lamar back together again thing. Like, this is not about the Kardashians. Like, this man needs help. This is the most inopportune time for you to have your cameras around. And to all of us, but then all of us start talking about how unethical this is. Are they really getting back? What's really going on here? And now we're going through Chloe's timeline, and now I like Chloe's ombre Bella hair extensions, or what's the new thing, the Belange, when they do, there's a certain color highlight technique called now. They Belange or Balenciaga, whatever. They done upsold you on some new shit. Clearly I've been lurking too. And now it's, again, they're making money off of your attention on them. It's the same thing that they do now with Northwest. You know, there's a video out of Northwest being taken to her ballerina lessons, and I mean, it's all set up for the paparazzi. You do not wear your dance shoes outside of dance studios. So when they have Penelope and North on the way to dance class, they have them fully dressed. It'll be a super cute picture op. The way even the nanny is kind of holding her out and like dragging her because she's walking too fast and North can't keep up, and North saying no pictures. It's like you're looking at it, and while we might have a conversation questioning the moral and the ethics behind how Kim and Kanye expose their child to the media so much, and why if other celebrity parents can give their child some sense of normalcy or get them to dance class without the paparazzi around, why can't Kim and Kanye do the same thing? Because they know what they're doing. You're looking at it, you're talking about their child, but then you're also noting how cute North is. And then it's like, oh, I wonder if Kim has posted any other pictures of North. And then you go Google Northwest, and you go look up other things about Northwest. Or you know how cute her Bowman jacket is. And then you think, oh, well, next time you're at the store and you see something similar, you might now go pick up that jacket because you noticed how cute it was on Northwest. Bruh. It's in your psyche. That's why they keep doing things to keep their name in the media, no matter how dumb or stupid it is. This is why The View is never going to fire Raven Simone. This is why CNN still lets Don Lemon talk about black issues, and he got a write-up in New York Magazine? He had a whole front page cover write-up about him recently. It's because attention is a new social currency. The View was not this relevant 10 years ago. Now they're demeaning and angering black Twitter. The View is popping again, and this is why they're not gonna get rid of Raven. And I think what we can do, and what I'm gonna try and do more of, and I know it's a precarious place to put myself in because Popstar, y'all be on me about where is it, but ignoring the shenanigans. Like, don't share it, don't make it viral, don't make it poppin'. Nah, that's not it. The same when y'all are constantly sharing the lowest denominator content on Facebook, whether it's fights happening at schools, like this stuff that it's like there's this video that's gone viral again from 2011 from a kid pestering a substitute teacher in Chicago. It's 4 years old, and people are now sharing it to say, well, why aren't we talking about the bad attitudes that kids have? And it's like every time something legitimately bad happens to black folk, we, the black people, feed into our own demise and our own lack of justice by promoting this idea that we, the black people, need to change in order to be granted basic human decency and respect. This leads right into my next topic of respectability politics that I need to do a whole video on, because it's mind-boggling that we can see the Spring Valley High School assault, and then right after that, all of a sudden, all these videos are coming out of kids fighting or kids being aggressive towards their teachers and administrators. And these aren't videos from 2015. They make it seem like all this stuff is all of a sudden happening. Like, these are old videos of isolated incidences that, when they're shared all at once, make it seem like we have this really heightened problem of students not respecting their teachers. It's countering the message that we're trying to say, that you do not have a right to ever brutalize a student when they're not being aggressive towards you. And it's like, this is apples and oranges, and we're trying to deflect and not handle anything. And I'm like, it's like, when you do share this negative content, do you really have any, are you really gonna go and do anything in your local community? Are you really sharing it and then going out to impact the change? Because when people are sharing the message of the Spring Valley assault, we're saying we need change, we're gonna do something, we're gonna mobilize the community to do better and do right by our young students. To get to the Spring Valley thing, and I do need to do a whole video on it, you ain't a smart brown girl. I'm not fucking with you. You're not a fan. You're not a supporter. I will block you. Block, 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 block. Bye. Stay ashy. Stay over there. Stay out my page. If you for 1 second question that young girl who was dragged across the floor of that high school, and I will get to a whole video on it, because I am irritated that we think it's okay to victim shame and victim blame when it's a young black woman, but we don't say nothing to white folk when they get themselves caught up in precarious situations. We be already put everything on the oppressor and the assaulter when it's a white woman. But let it be a little black girl, and all of a sudden she had to have a bad attitude. All of a sudden she deserved it. And I'm just, ugh. Y'all be the worst. This is why we can't never get nowhere in 2015. Don't even try me on that. Not been watching Scandal regularly. I've been catching up on the flip side. I'm just, this whole Olivia and Fitz thing, I couldn't have been done 2 seasons ago. Like, why they still bumping pelvic bones? Why they trying to get married? Why? I'm like, I be turning the TV on still, because Shoshana girl, I want to support you to the very end, but Olivia and Fitz need to die. Like, not literally, but that relationship needs to burn, crash, burn, never come back again. She did find herself no, I'm not here for it. I would love to get back to talking more about things that are going on around the world. Maybe once I get to Ghana, I will have more international news to share within my Pop Snarks. But just to appease you guys for now, I know Canada the other week elected a real cute ass Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. I don't know what my man's campaign is, and personally, Canada is like America and a half. I feel like Canada has the same issues that the United States has. For whatever reason, Canada is just like our passive little sister. I don't be knowing. Montreal cute. One day I'll make it to Toronto. Rage Monta need to make me some soup though. He need to cook me dinner. But y'all new Prime Minister is fine. And he sounds like a really good guy. Like, you guys were like the one country that hasn't gotten more conservative in the past 2 years, like everybody else in the world. So maybe I'll be the new shining star. But thanks for watching. Let me know what you were sipping on. What are some things that made you go, whoa? What's been on your radar this week? Comment down below. And as always, shop smartbrowngirl.com.